Hey guys, it's Miss Castor. Go ahead and take Cornell notes over solving two-step equations. The first step will always be either adding or subtracting. And the second step will always be multiplying or dividing. Okay, so we're going to try this problem first. So I'm going to write over here what my two steps are. The first step will always be adding and subtracting. The second step will always be multiplying and dividing. Okay, so I'm going to either add or subtract. So some of you know the railroad and that helps you out, and that's fine. So I'm going to do that. Now, I'm adding 5 right now, so I need to do the opposite of that. So I'm going to subtract 5 from both sides. Whenever I do that, I get 8x. These cancel, and then 61 minus 5 gives me what? 56. Okay, so I have added and subtracted everything I can. Now I'm going to be multiplying or dividing. Well, right now in my problem, I'm multiplying 8 times x. Remember, there's a little invisible multiplication sign between these two. So, if I'm multiplying, I've got to do the opposite of that. So I have to divide by 8 since I'm currently multiplying by 8. What I do to that side, I've got to do to this side. So 8 divided by 8 gives me 1, so I just get x equals, and then 56 divided by 8. So x equals 7. Alright, we're going to check out another problem. Again, I'm going to write my two steps. My first step is do all the adding and subtracting that I can. Then my second step is do all the multiplication and division that I can. Excuse me. So, got my railroad tracks here. Okay, I have a negative 8 minus 10a equals 4. So if I have a negative 8, I've got to do the opposite of that. So I have to add 8 to both sides. So when I do that, that cancels. I have negative 10a. We cannot forget about that negative that is connected to my 10a. And then I have 4 plus 8 gives me 12. So I currently have negative 10a equals 12. So now I need to divide by negative 10 and divide by negative 10. So I get a equals negative 12 tenths. I can reduce that, so I need to reduce that. So a equals negative 6 fifths. And that is my final answer. Okay, now again, my two steps. I first add and subtract. And my second step is to multiply or divide. So, again, my railroad tracks. And then I'm currently adding 6, so I need to do the opposite. I need to subtract 6 from both sides. And when I do that, those cancel, and I get m over 12 equals negative 3 minus 6 gives me a negative 9. Okay, now, right now I am dividing m by 12. So I need to do the opposite of divide by 12, and I need to multiply by 12. On both sides, multiply by 12. So, whenever I do that, these cancel, and then I have just m over here, I'm going to bring my railroad tracks down, equals negative 9 times 12 gives me a negative 108. And that is my final answer. M equals negative 108. Okay, try these 4 on your own. Bring them to class completed with your Cornell notes, and I will see you guys soon.